Hell out of dreams with different teams. I've changed a lot and it's not what it seems. Run to my mountain, keep doing these memes. New baby girl and this one is for keeps. Don't waste no time, if I want it, I take it.
You know, I thought I had seen enough crazy things in my life of it. But then the craziest thing I've seen, one of the craziest things I've seen is people fighting over my fart. And not just fighting, like accusing each other that it was you who farted or this one who farted. And I'm not even involved in that. You know, it's okay, just saying, okay, I think it's you, it's fine. It's fine. I think that's the basic. But then the extent at which people go to prove that it's not them and it's someone else and it does not even involve me was what I found very interesting, because this person told the other person and they even included science in it. Kwaria, asinna kwena because the wind was blowing in this direction, and when I smelled it, it came from this direction, so it means it's you. It cannot be. And then this one says it's you because I also felt the wind was blowing that side before it came this side. And you're sitting there like, that's why in court innocent people can get arrested, because these people are, okay, I feel good that they don't think it's me in that moment. But then I was like, yeah. I wonder how many people got arrested just because they were found at the wrong place at the wrong time, in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because that person, I dropped it, Nj. Whatever happened. For whatever reason, all the evidence did not point back to me. I did not even manipulate anything. I did not. Somehow science happened and someone was blamed for it. And I was like, hey man. So a simple thing like a fart can cause a confusion like this. Imagine bigger things like money, murder, crime, theft. Oh, theft is crime. Okay, yeah. All crimes and every other thing. Just imagine of it. Our guys. I think you can see by the things that these kids are doing these days, or they didn't watch Soul Buddies. You can tell that Soul Buddies was not there to influence their decisions about peer pressure, about HIV, about sex, about friendships, about life, about being a young person. Because some of these kids, if they had a show like Soul Buddies, a show like, so not relatable shows that create relatable content. I think many shows these days, they do not create relatable content. They just mimic what happened. Like, they don't give you a good moral of the story. They just mimic what is. If there is a crime that is happening this way, they'll do something that mimics that crime. They will not try to change your narrative or something. Most of them just mimic. But in Soul Buddies, guys, Soul Buddies was like a conference. Or another way we always joke on social media and we say men's conference, hey, what women's conference. Soul Buddies was a youth conference. When you watch Soul Buddies, you knew there's something I will stop doing because something happened to someone who tried to do this. Not this thing of you guys being friends with drugs and alcohol. Okay, some of you were driven by situation and circumstances into drugs and crime or whatever. But then, especially this one is for those who went there by choice. Like, you wouldn't do that. In the days of Soul Buddies, you knew what crime is, what a bad friend is, and parents knew how to understand their kids. Okay, not our parents mainly, but okay, some parents knew because, hey, African parents, you know the dynamics of African parents. But then, the kids, we need a show like Soul Buddies, like Erika Soul Buddies. I think a lot can change, and it mustn't be on TV. It must be on Netflix and all these streaming platforms, because on TV no one will watch. No, if it's, I don't do discrimination, and I don't even want anything in return. Now, whether you talk to me or you will respond or whatever, if you post something on your status or on your story on Instagram or wherever, your story on TikTok, wherever you post it, If I find it interesting and I feel like responding, I respond. I don't care whether you're a celebrity or what. The rest is up to you. I'm going to post it for us to see. Whether when you'll respond to my reply or whatever, me, I will comment. I will comment myself. Whether when you are mad at me and you are not talking, by the time we stop talking, you'll respond. Even if you don't respond, I don't care. Oksala, you posted for us to see. I'm responding. There's an option to reply there. If I want to laugh, I will laugh and reply with laughter. If I want to comment something, I will participate if it wants participation. When I hear you're a celebrity, some people you don't respond to, hey, you think I'm not famous. The rest is up to you. The rest is up to you. Me, I did my part. I replied because I saw it befitting. The thing was worth a response from me, and I responded. And it's not even a matter of minding your own business or whatever. A simple thing like commenting, even when it's your birthday. Now I just comment, reply, happy birthday. Whether you're a stranger, you know me, you don't know me, you graduate, congratulations. The rest is up to you. Whether you think, hey, this person can't be congratulating me because he doesn't know me. Oksala ayo. It is there for us to see who will participate. Okay, there's some people who wonder why certain people vibe with them online, but then they don't vibe with them in person. That's because some people are not great people in person. Like, they're not great people to chill with or to hang out with, or they're socially awkward in person. And online, their content is good. Some of them, it's not even a matter of personality. You just enjoy their content. It's those people who are they're good at their content. Maybe the person edits videos and they're very good at what they do. The person is a vlogger, top vlogger, great content. But then when you meet them in person, it doesn't bounce off because they're not living a fake life. Their content is just good, but then they are not socially active like on their content is good name, and they interact with people on their content and everything, but then it does not mean they are like that all of the time. Most of the time they're just chilled, and you find that most of the time their content is good because it's mostly on them, like what they do and everything they do sharp. It's never around interactions and meeting people and talking to people. It's usually a day in what. If they interact with people, it's usually at the library, the security guards at the library, or the librarians, or the waiters, or the people when they buy food, or those things. It's never necessarily, hey, chill with me and my friends, or what. So do not think maybe a person is fake. Some people are just not social people. But their content is great. And then some people, and when I, as a content creator, do not think people hate you in person. You may find that you're not even aware, but then in person, I am very boring. But online, you are very active and your content is giving. Do not think, whether you are the person watching or you are the person doing the content the people are watching, do not even feel, hey, you are wrong or you are what. No, sometimes it's not giving. It's only wrong if you are pretending. Or if you're pretending to be this person and you're not, it's wrong. But then if you are just being yourself in person, I don't think there's a problem. And it's not wrong. It's not wrong for people to like your content and not like you in person, and not necessarily like you, but hate you. If they don't hate you, it's fine. Like, if they can just see you in person and they're like, I would stick to watching their content and not being their friend or wanting to being in their circle or whatever, things like that. It's fine. Guys, I have a question for these people who are in fancy relationships and one of these cozy relationships of reciprocation and hey, indoor mast, and when you guys do breakfast in bed, do you guys brush your teeth? Not fighting, like, do they bring food and then like breakfast in bed ya hlapelwa meno na go nyang go tseba gore ka ora ntši daeleng o rutswa gore ya ba or like when you're just sitting here, maybe on your phone, you just woke up, jiggy, a person walks in with food. Do you wake up and get out of bed and go and brush your teeth, or you are just stuck now? You are just stuck now. You're stuck now. You have to. Why am I burping a lot? You're just not stuck now. You have to eat and finish the food. No, it's not like tapela me no it's na. Some of you, hey, you finish me. You finish me. Some people only pray for the common food that they eat, like the food they cook at home, and the cheap food, and then they pray for the cheap food. Whenever they eat out, they don't pray for food. Why don't you guys pray for food? That's why when you eat things at restaurants, they give you diarrhea, because you don't bless your food when you eat at restaurants. You pray, you trust them more than you trust yourself. When you cook stuff here at your house, you pray for the food because you think you can kill yourself. But you don't think that the chef can do some food poisoning there at the restaurant. Guys, you don't just eat, Jay. And then after some time, you hear people saying, hey, it's because my stomach is not used to this kind of food. You didn't pray for the food. You must bless the food. That's why they poison you. Food poisoning. When you're at home, you never forget to pray. Like when you're at home, you never forget to pray, and that's where you're in full control of the things you're going to eat. Even out, I'm not saying you must not pray for the food when you eat it, when you cooked it yourself, or when you prepared the meal yourself. But then that's more safer and something that does not need blessing and anything. But when you are eating at Spare or wherever, this fancy restaurant, you are eating sushi from Chef Mang Mang, chicken a la cantra, what. Those things where they make food, they draw a line with sauce, and then they put a leaf. Those things are, you don't do those things at home. Why don't you pray for that food?